Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Naga Trending Videos. Lilith was known for being the first wife of Adam. Lilith was the first woman before even Eve was created and ate the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden. Lilith was mentioned in the book of 1st Genesis and Eve was mentioned in the second book of Genesis, which was highly contradictory. At the very beginning, Adam and Lilith lived in the Garden of Eden as husband and wife. But later, Lilith stopped submitting herself to Adam because she thought both of them were equal in every manners, and she didn't like the way Adam used to dominate her. So one day she rebelled against God and Adam, which made the situation grim for her. She was forced to choose between the two options, either to exile from the Garden of Eden or to submit herself to Adam. Finally, she decided to exile herself from the Garden of Eden. Later, Lilith settled far away south of the Garden of Eden. God sent an angels to Lilith for returning back to the garden, but Lilith refused to go back. So God cursed upon her by demonized as a winged demon or disobeyed God. On the other hand, God noticed Adam felt so lonely and sad, so God decided to create a woman for him by creating a woman named Eve from the rib of Adam when he was in deep slumber. Actually, Lilith was traced way back in an ancient Mesopotamian religion. Mesopotamia was the old name of Iraq. There is a contradiction about the creation of mankind, one after the other. The Catholics and the Protestants were against the first book of Genesis about the creations of a human being. The scholars explained first Genesis and the second version of the second Genesis about the creations. We can see the origins of Lilith account from the books of the Babylonians and the Sumerians. It was explained that God needed to create the woman twice, one from a man and the other woman with a man, which were Lilith and Eve. In the second book of Genesis, that is the Old Testament of the Bible, there is no account of a woman with the name of Lilith, but it had been mentioned in the book of Tobit and other numerous scriptures. Those books also described Lilith as a demon queen and the Medes as the king of demons. Lilith was also linked to Samayo, who was an odd character in the teachings of the Kabbalah, which was an ancient traditions of interpretations of the Bible. According to the ancient mythology, Lilith was a woman of seductive and sexual in nature. In order to take a revenge on God, she turned herself into a serpent in the Garden of Eden and tempted Adam and Eve with the forbidden fruit. According to the Mesopotamian myth, Lilith used to infect one's dream into nightmares. It also says the deadly diseases and deaths followed her wherever she went. She targeted vulnerable innocent children and a pregnant woman for sucking their bloods and ate their flesh of meat during the hours of darkness. Viewers, that's all for the first part of this episode. Kindly subscribe my channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.